wrap up the regular season in Shore Conference High School football. I'm Rich Crampanis. Thanks so much for logging on to shoresportszone.com. In case you missed it last night, we were able to get to 9 different Week 9 matchups. On the Saturday menu, there were 4 games left before the regular season came to a close, and Shore Sports Zone brings you highlights from each and every one of those matchups. Let's get started here at Marlboro High School. Strap yourself in. We have got a shootout. The Howell Rebels in Marlboro kick off our Week 9 Saturday show.
Shore Sports Zone's coverage of the Marlboro Mustangs is brought to you by HIT Training.
Great job by both the Howell and Marlboro marching bands. They provided some great atmosphere in a high-scoring affair. And it didn't take long for the highlights to get started. Opening drive for Marlboro. This is Johnny Health. And he's in the open field inside the 20. That is a 54-yard run. Marlboro would drive it inside the 5, 4th and goal from the 3. Great job by the O-line making that hole for Health. 3-yard touchdown, 6-0 Marlboro. The Mustangs going for 2. And it's Kyle Moore to Justin Marcus. 2 points on the board make it 8-0 Marlboro in front. Howell had a 4th and goal of their own on their opening possession. Eddie Morales finds Daniel Cacciatore. We've got an 8-7 ball game. And this one would go back and forth. Get ready for something special. Justin Marcus, one-handed catch. Are you kidding me? 76 yards to the house. Wow, we need to take another look at this. Marcus with one of the best TD catches of the year. Look at the concentration. It's a one-hander. 14-7 Marlboro in front. But here comes Eddie Morales. He can spin it. That's a beautiful ball to Nassim Brantley. 15-yard touchdown, 14-14 after 1. And the big plays kept on coming from both sides. Up top, it's Marcus again. This junior better start getting some college attention. He is the real deal. And then the give to Johnny Health. He runs it down to the 12-yard line. Look at the effort. He reached the 1,000-yard plateau in this football game. And don't forget about the other running back in the Mustang stable, Cameron Keansburg. That's a 10-yard touchdown run. 2 1,000-yard rushers for Marlboro. Pretty impressive. They go for 2. It's Moore to Ryan Cassidy. Put 2 more points on the board. 22-14 Marlboro with an 8-point lead. I'll tell you who had a big game. I'll have another order of Daniel Cacciatore. Wow, 2nd touchdown, 8 yards out, 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns, 3 from each team. But then Keansburg loses the handle. Makai Gandy with the fumble recovery. The offensive output slows down for just a moment because here's Ryan Cassidy with a huge stop on 4th down. So both teams come up empty on alternating possessions. But then Howell gets it back, and they throw the screen pass. Morales to Nick Chambers. Boy, Chambers played awesome in this game. That's inside the 5-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. It's Cacciatore with his 3rd touchdown catch. 5 yards at the half. 28-22, Howell's up 6. The Rebels would get a field goal to open up the 3rd, and then look at Daniel Cacciatore on D. That is a serious sack right there. And the Howell D played much better in the second half, and Nick Chambers got going. This is pure speed. 41 yards. Nick Chambers to the house. And for the first time, Howell gets some separation. The Rebels with a 37-22 lead. Mike Wolf in for an injured Kyle Moore. Throws a great pass there. Touchdown to Justin Marcus. His 2nd of the game. That made it 37-28. But Howell just kept on going. Morales was awesome. This, a 16-yard pass to Nassim Brantley. Brantley's 2nd TD makes it 43-28. And how about 6 TD passes for Eddie Morales? Wow. That one's to Patrick Handy. It covers 25 yards. And the Howell Rebels are in the playoffs for the first time in 7 years. What a fantastic job by Luke Sinkhorn and his staff. This Howell team has been very fun to watch all year long. And the numbers for Eddie Morales are off the charts. 28 of 30, 306 yards, 6 touchdown passes, no INTs. Cacciatore had 3 TDs, Nassim Brantley had 2, and Nick Chambers did a little bit of everything. Ran for over 120 on the ground, added all up 191 combined in a score. The Howell Rebels get a big win, 50-34 is your final. We caught up with Eddie Morales, who talked about an efficient Rebels offense.
Well, I feel like the most important thing about a team is you got to get everybody involved. So, from the line, making sure that they're doing their job, and you got to get all your wide receivers. We have 5, 6 rotating in, so it's important to keep everybody in the game to make sure, everybody's always focused and in sync with each other.
It's amazing, Howell hasn't made playoffs in 7 years, and for the seniors on this team to actually make playoffs and break that drought, it's no words for it.
Shore Sports Zone's coverage of Colts Neck is brought to you by Hit Training.
Let's go to Colts Neck High. The Cougars hosting the Neptune Scarlet Flyers. This would be an entertaining ball game. Early on, Chase Fairbanks finds Seth Harrington. This is a 10-yard touchdown. 3:27 to go in the first. 7-0. Neptune strikes first. Colts Neck would answer with a 66-yard drive. Carmen Katina, he's done it all year long. 15-yard touchdown run. It's 7-7 early in the second. And then a new wrinkle to the offense. Vinny Gargiulo, such a great defensive player. Look at Gargiulo. Love giving the fullback some carries. That's a great run by Gargiulo. 35 yards down to the 10-yard line. But this is where the tide turns. Joey Lombardo looking to put Colts Neck in front. He's pressured Kamar Rice with the INT. So instead of 14-7 Colts Neck, Neptune seizes the momentum. And Kamar Rice is one special wide receiver. That is some serious yards after the catch by Kamar Rice with an 84-yard touchdown. That's his 9th TD catch via the air. 14-7. And Neptune wasn't done there. Still in the second quarter, Chase Fairbanks dumps it off to Ahmad Coleman, and Coleman is off to the races. 54 yards for Ahmad Coleman. 21-7, Neptune in control at the half. But here's a big play. Looking to go up 28-7. A 4th and goal stop by the Colts Neck defense. And now the Cougars get things going. Here's Gargiulo again. Look at the stiff arm right there. Great run by Vinny Gargiulo. Wow, that is great stuff. 51 yards. The drive would stall as Neptune picks up an interception. But another turnover, this time for the Colts Neck defense. Loose ball, the Cougars have it. They're down 14 early in the 4th. The Colts Neck isn't giving up. This, a Carmen Katina 3-yard touchdown run. He's in the zone. Second TD for Katina. 21-14 with 10:43 to go. Under 5 minutes to go. Joey Lombardo trying to start a drive. He finds Anthony Lombardo. Big gain right here. That was a 3rd and 15 conversion. The drive stays alive to the 40-yard line. And then it's Carmen Katina. Look at Katina take advantage of the hole. Good job by the O-line. That's a 26-yard run down to the 29. Another big 3rd down conversion. Lombardo shows his elusiveness. That's a big run for Joey Lombardo to the 16, and it sets the stage for Carmen Katina. His 3rd touchdown of the game. 1:05 to go. It's 21-21, and we're going to overtime in Colts Neck again. Remember, the Cougars beat Marlboro in OT. Neptune wins the toss. They elect to go on defense first. Colts Neck puts together a solid ground game, and it's capped off by Vinny Gargiulo. Short TD run there. It's 28-21. So now Neptune needs a touchdown to force double overtime. And Chase Fairbanks gonna go for the tie here, but it's picked off in the back of the end zone. That's Bryce Campbell, and that seals the victory for Colts Neck. What a way for Colts Neck to wrap up the regular season. That is awesome stuff. And the Colts Neck Cougars get a 28-21 win in overtime over Neptune. Vinny Gargiulo had some great runs on the ground, including the game winner in OT. Colts Neck beats Neptune head-to-head, but the Scarlet Flyers remain the number 8 seed in Central Jersey Group 4, and Colts Neck is out of the playoffs as the number 9 seed. Sometimes PowerPoints don't make sense, but that is the way things shake out. So Neptune in the playoffs, Colts Neck heads to the consolation. Great highlights from Jay Cook after the game. He caught up with 2 Cougars who were happy to see their season end on an up note.
We really just did everything we had to do today, and we knew that we didn't have too much time left, and we wanted to make this game a game that we all remember. So it meant a lot to us, this game, and we just wanted to finish it off very strong.
It shows. We wanted it. It was just a great effort by both teams, but we had the heart more, and we really wanted this win, and we did, and we got it. It was a great feeling, and I can't say more about it.
Shore Sports Zone's coverage of Freehold Boro is brought to you by Hit Training.
At Freehold Boro, the Colonials started off 2016 0-4. They're looking to close the year with 5 straight wins, hosting Long Branch. We have talked so much about Ashanti Worthy and his transition from running back to QB. Here he hits Matt Krause. Great run after the catch. Look at Krause go. This is a 37-yard gain. And on the next play, Worthy's going to go right back to the hot hand. It's Krause. This time it's a 34-yard gain for Matt Krause. He's down at the 5-yard line. And Ashanti Worthy will take care of the rest. Worthy, 5-yard touchdown run. He has just piled up the TDs. It's 7-0 in the second. Long Branch looking to answer before the half. Mark Dennis brought down by Nick Eccleston for the sack at the half. Freehold Boro with a 7-0 advantage. Second play of the third quarter, Worthy across the middle to Alante Hare, and he is gone. 67 yards for Alante Hare, 14-0 Freehold Boro in front. How about some more great defense by this Freehold Boro unit? Marquis Gill gets into the backfield, and he's going to drag down Jawan Wilkins. That's a great sack right there. And then get ready for another great moment in the career of Ashanti Worthy. This is special. Worthy has people surrounding him, people wrapping him up, but he won't be denied. Dives into the zone, 47-yard touchdown for Ashanti Worthy. That was awesome. Yeah, you'll see that on top plays on Sunday. And hey, Worthy's not the only one with a big game. How about Alante Hare? He had that TD catch, and he catches the wounded duck here. It's an interception, and Alante Hare returns it 51 yards. And that would set up the final score for Freehold Boro. Worthy rolling right. Great pass there to Matt Krause. 8-yard scoring play. That made it 28-0. Keith Cooper would find the end zone for Long Branch in the fourth quarter, but it was all Freehold Boro in this one. 28-8 is your final. This Colonials team is now 5-4 and in the playoffs. It teaches the lesson that you should never give up, because things looked bleak when Freehold Boro was 0-4, but now they are on a major roll, and it was the shift of Ashanti Worthy from running back to quarterback that completely changed the offensive dynamic. Worthy accounting for 4 more touchdowns, 2 passes, 2 more runs. Great game for Alante Hare on offense and defense. Freehold Boro is now 5-4 after a 28-8 win over Long Branch. Let's wrap things up in Keansburg. Asbury Park paying a visit to the Titans. First play from scrimmage. Look at Paul Reed. Reed's a playmaker. That is a 53-yard touchdown run. That's how you want to start a game on the road. 6-0 Blue Bishops early. Keansburg has done some really good things this year. They've picked up 2 wins, and Daniel Vitale, a former Monmouth Building Center game ball winner, he shows why here. That's a great 27-yard touchdown run. We're tied up at 6 apiece. Asbury Park now working it through the air. Jaking Agostini to Josmere Taylor. That's a 19-yard gain, and then would lead to this. Get ready for a top play nominee. Jaking Agostini to Dante Abrams. And Dante Abrams is elusive. And Dante Abrams is relentless. How does he escape that pile of Keansburg defenders? Are you kidding me? 31-yard touchdown. That's awesome. 12-6 Asbury Park. And then how about some Blue Bishops D? Daquan Young. Good job of staying in his zone. Makes the INT right there, and it would lead to Paul Reed's second touchdown of the game. Good speed by Reed here. That's a 28-yard touchdown. And it's 20-6 Asbury Park in front. 4 Asbury Park penalties get Keansburg down to the 2. Vital with his second TD of the game. With 2 seconds to play in the first half, it's 20-12. Second half, it's Agostini to the air again. Josmere Taylor, that is wide open. 21-yard scoring play. That made it 28-12. The Blue Bishops would score one more time at the very end of the game as Asbury Park picks up a 34-12 win over Keansburg. The Titans are in the playoffs in Central Jersey Group 1. That's a great job by Coach Bird and his staff. That is a big step forward for this program. And Asbury Park is also in the Central Jersey Group 1 mix. And as we saw in those highlights, Asbury Park is a team that's capable of making a Cinderella type of run. Remember, in week 1, Asbury Park pulled off an upset over Shore Regional. And the Blue Devils are the #1 seed in Central Jersey Group 1, so anything can happen. The Blue Bishops close out the regular season with a 34-12 win at Keansburg. As soon as we get the official brackets, we will post the playoff matchups later on this weekend on ShoreSportsZone.com. And thanks to our sponsors, we'll be with you every step of the way as our local teams compete for a state championship. A reminder to check us out on Sunday. Top play and top performer nominees will be posted. The winners will receive Monmouth Building Center game balls. And it's the same story week in and week out. We have awesome highlights to choose from. Those top plays are always top shelf. For our team at Shore Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next weekend as the playoffs begin in high school football right here on ShoreSportsZone.com.